Welcome to Naswa Online TV, your number one trending and entertainment news channel. Today, I am joined by a very big media personality who has actually contributed massively to the success of Africa's number one prank channel, Naswa. I'm your host for today, Cynthia Wanyeki, and without further delay, let me allow our guest to introduce himself.
Yes, thank you very much for having me.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, I appreciate your invitation. My name is Muchangi Pira, and I've been in media industry as far as I can remember, dating back from 2009.
Wow.
That's when I started my journey as a cameraman. I'm also an editor. So in 2012, that's when I think I appeared first on TV, on Naswa show.
Naswa, wow.
Yeah, it is
So
an
that
opportunity.
was your first time on the screen,
Yeah,
2012.
yeah. Before that, I was behind the camera and the screen, of course, behind the screen now as an editor. Yeah, I met a guy called Max Salatiano, famously Max, who invited me to Naswa show, and yeah, I can say that's when my star in media industry now, I think,
Began.
started shining.
Wow. So you have said that you were invited to the show. So did Maxwell spot you from a different production, or how did you two meet?
I would say meeting Max was fate brought us together because I met Max at a time when I had just lost my equipment. I had invested heavily on production equipment, but at some point my house was mugged,
Yeah.
and I was left now struggling now to get myself back now to production now without
Yes.
with no equipment.
No
That's- yeah.
equipment.
Yeah, so I had talked to some of my friends that I had met now in the industry now earlier, and told them now from where I am now, I'm like, okay, looking for a job,
Yes.
which most of people couldn't believe.
Did you land the job on the first audition?
Let me say, that's a very good question, and it goes out there to anyone who feels they have a talent inside of them.
Yeah.
When something is inside you, you don't even need to go to school to learn because it comes out automatically. I can tell you the only thing that lacked before I met the Naswa crew now was the exposure or platform where you can bring out what is in you.
Yes.
That's what now Naswa gave me.
Wow. And do you on the first day that you shot, how was the experience?
I thought it was supposed to be difficult than it was because I remember we went to the field. My first ever prank, I did it somewhere around Nyayo Stadium. It was a prank that involved the motorist. I was pranking the drivers of most cars.
Yeah.
And I did it perfectly well. Actually, we didn't take too long than some pranks that we even did years later. Yeah.
So what was the reaction from the motorists?
The only difference now with when you've been there is you can tell when the prank is working and when it's not working. At first, you're just doing it and listening to your producer to see whether they're satisfied with whatever you're doing. You're not even sure whether you're doing it right.
Yeah.
But the moment now it goes on air and you see yourself, you realize, oh,
You did
I'm good at
something
I'm
right.
good at this thing, and the platform now keeps on growing now. Whatever is inside you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, I even would like to tell anyone if you think you have something that you've not been utilizing, I think there is no point in waiting for tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, do you recall any bad experience while carrying out those pranks?
Bad experiences, eh?
Prank gone wrong.
In Kenya, I would say due to the level of understanding and cultural backgrounds now from different people,
Yes.
exposes now the pranksters to a number of dangers. Because not once or twice have I seen myself now risking my own life just to bring out the best out of a certain prank.
Yes.
But most of time, because of the experience now, the moment you're in the streets every day, you gain experience now to understand when someone's anger is at the boiling point, and that's now when you drop your prank. I have an experience where I was beaten by a very old lady.
Oh, you were beaten on the street.
Yeah, a very old lady. She did not intend to, but she did it. The prank was one of those provoking pranks where we were pretending. You see these mama mbogas who sell the mbogas now from the gram. They spread
the roadside.
by the roadside. So the prank was I was pretending to be drunk and deciding now I feel like I need to pee. And the only place I see now I need to pee was on those mbogas now at the ground. She was in the company of her two nieces. Who at first wanted to react towards me, but she cautioned them not to react. And I could see some guys now around, other strangers, trying to threaten and saying, "Let's wait until he pees." Now I knew I'm not peeing, but I'm pretending I want to pee. The prank went very well because the reactions now are massive.
I can
from
imagine.
Now the old woman, the nieces, the bystanders. So after you do your prank, once it's done, you walk now towards the camera, so that the reactions start coming towards the camera. And so me, I knew I did my prank and it's over. So the reaction, I'm just trying to extend the reactions now towards the camera. I have left even the place I wanted to be. Kumbe the mama woke up now with the walking stick that she had. And before we know, she was just behind me and she threw it on me. But later we explained to her it was a prank and she was very sorry. Actually, she gave us some bananas to drink.
That's nice.
So such reactions keep on coming. There's another time I remember in town, we were one of our guys now was pretending to be stealing from another guy who is one of our crew members, pretending to be asleep. Little did we know the guy we pranking was sitting next to this sleeping guy of ours was a cop in plain uniform. So the guy was just waiting. We finished with stealing from this sleeping friend of ours so that he can react. So his reaction now started when he started pulling his pistol off and by the time now you tell, no, we know each other. It was just a prank. And the guy say, kumbe ni watu wa Naswa. So those are things that keep popping when you're doing your pranks.
So
they are somehow risky, but at some point you feel satisfied when it's successful.
So what motivated you to keep shooting even after those bad experiences?
I would say the motivation behind anything that you do in creative industry is your followers and your fans. The moment you realize whatever you're doing is entertaining to the intended pupil, I think it becomes it becomes the motivation to wake up and do more. Yeah, because sometimes it makes someone happy when you meet people in the streets and they say, hey, you guy, you made my night yesterday. Those pranks that you guys produced yesterday, those were a notch high. Hey, how did you even do that? You see, it motivates to create more, to come up with more, and to do and to do more. Because now at some point it stops becoming now about you.
But
It start
about your
become
fans.
it becomes about whoever you're doing it for.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
And did you have that special friend that you enjoyed doing pranks with while on set?
Yeah, of course, they are favorite people you do pranks with. They are those people who you don't need to even rehearse. They know the moment you do this, this is
Natural.
it becomes natural.
Yeah.
You just look at each other in the eye and you know this thing is working.
So which prank was that you enjoyed doing it with your fellow crewmate?
There is a prank that we did, both of us. I think we did it with a guy called Chogizi. The prank was about the guy, a motorbike guy, transporting you. The moment you arrive at your destination, instead of paying, you start bringing out now some weapons. We did it together because at some point one guy had to be there to, of course, to stop people, because now people could rush,
Yes.
like leaving their motorbike behind, like it's nothing now. They're terrified.
Yeah.
So you need to be there now to tell them, man, no,
Yeah, it's a
we were
prank."
just pranking, yeah. And there's another one we did, with a black, we had a black car, and the prank was a guy in a mask. So I pretended I was trying to change attire. So I tell some guy, now can you please help me with these spanners to keep them in the back seat of my car. But then someone is holding a gun at the back seat with a mask.
Yeah.
So the moment someone opens the door, you find a guy with a gun. You can imagine the reaction.
Yes.
Actually, I remember that prank was brought some bad experiences at the end of the prank, because I remember there is a teacher we pranked, and he ran down to the tea plantation where he fell.
Whoa.
Yeah, so we had to compensate someone like this. So these are some of the challenges that are there when you're doing a prank.
Yeah.
But the reaction with the prank was top notch.
Yes.
Yeah.
And can you say that Naswa gave you a bigger platform to build your personal brand?
Yeah, Naswa actually gave me a very big platform, if I may say, because one of the things that happens in the Kenyan industry is people are likely to trust you first when they see you on a national television.
Yes, very true.
So with the production house that I had, and again, I like to thank Maxwell, because at some point he used to support whatever someone does outside of the pranks. So with my production, I was able to get some clients, I would say, just because the moment you introduce yourself, or the moment someone is introducing you to a committee somewhere, or a board that is making decision to give you a job, say an advert, a TVC, or an event that you need to cover, or an infomercial, they say, they first ask you haven't seen this guy somewhere? These are the guys behind Naswa.
Yeah.
You see, so someone, now you start from a point of where the client now feel like they can relate with you, they know you.
Yes.
Yeah, so that is one of the benefits that I can say came directly now from Naswa.
Yes.
And again, when we stopped shooting, again I used to manage campaigns. And one of the reasons I got the job actually is because People would identify me as a media personality because they usually see me from a national television point of understanding the media industry. And again, I would say it has stretched to over the years. Again, I cannot say I can shed the name Naswa now from whatever I do. Even right now when I'm in radio, people still identify me from the Naswa before they could say now this is the voice behind this production now in a radio setup. So I would say it opened doors, so many doors for me.
And definitely big doors, big, because right now you have a very big brand, right?
Yeah, that is.
What advice would you give to a young actor out there who is trying to make it in the industry?
To any young man out there, or be it a lady, wishing to join creative industry, the secret is one. Whatever it is that you're doing, may it be acting, may it be production, may it be voicing, just give it your best. Because at the end of the day, it is what you're feeding people that will bring them back to see whatever work you're doing. So I will tell anyone to just give whatever it is that you're doing, give it your best and focus. Be the best that there is, because the competition is high. Be the best that there can be. That's the secret to success in this industry.
So would you recommend a young budding actor to start off with Naswa?
I can recommend actually 100%, because when you join Naswa, the kind of team that you find there are people who are experienced in production industry. Because some of other things that we do that people may not know from Naswa now online TV.
Yes, Naswa.
We also do commercials. Those are TV commercials. We've done serious TV commercials. We do online commercials. We do infomercials. We do documentaries and corporate videos. So those are some of the things that you will learn just by association. So it is an area that I can recommend someone. And again, from acting, from pranks, from being on TV to radio, again I can say Naswa gave me a platform.
It has been a huge pleasure to host Pira from Naswa Pranks. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching the show as much as I have enjoyed interviewing him. And we'll see each other in the next video. Remember to subscribe, share, and turn on the notification bell and watch it for the next video.